University football in Saskatchewan has been sidelined for this fall.
Fall sports are now being canceled.
All Canada West announced this morning it has officially canceled all fall sports for 2020.
To be honest with you, we dropped a lot of balls that we would not normally drop. I'm not harping on you for that. This first day back.
I approach the season as a prospect for the CFL draft like I would any other season. You know, I'm just happy to be out here, and I'm trying to become the best player I can every day in the weight room, out on the field, really in all aspects of life. So I wouldn't say anything really changes for me. It's just trying to get better every day. Next time they see me, show them that I've improved physically in the weight room. You know, I'm pretty active on social media, so I know they're always looking at that kind of stuff. So, you know, just continuing to improve and trying to bring those improvements to the field.
That's better.
I mean, with COVID, it's definitely tougher to show teams your dedication because being an East-West guy last year, that was going to be a big moment for me to go perform in front of the scouts, and having that taken away, that was tough.
It's a quick 3 to the roll guy, so you're looking here. We had 4 guys that missed out on East-West last year, 3 or 4 guys, and it's hard to keep those guys motivated, but I told them that their draft day is going to come no matter what, so whether there's no point of kind of sitting and sulking about it, like keep training, keep working hard. Show that you got invited to East-West for a reason, so hopefully the CFL will kind of recognize that and invite you to the combine, and hopefully you can show well there.
Mace. You know, the guys that are eligible to get drafted they're good players, good football players, and they've put in the work through the off season in the weight room. You know, communicate that and be open about the situation that they're in with the scouts. It's tough for them, but they'll navigate their way through it, I'm sure, just fine.
As terms of the draft, I'd say I'd approach this season as to any other season. I mean, at the end of the day, to play in the CFL, you got to be good at football, and what way to get better at football than practicing football, you know? So obviously it's always in the back of my head because that's my dream and that's what I want to do. But right now I'm just focused on this team and what we're going to do here, and right now I'm just going to do whatever I can to make this team better. So if they're able to see me in the weight room, that'd be another great thing, because I've always been the guy to spend lots of time in the weight room and spend lots of time on the track and stuff like that. So if they see me test and they see me live and see me in person, I think that'd be a benefit to me.
Hang it out and get out as quick as they can.
Borsa, who's probably going to be our starting running back this year, he's a draft eligible player this year. We've been talking to him a little bit. He had some anxiety level. He was coming back. Obviously he wanted to play. All these guys want to get tape and they want the scouts to see that and everything else.
Kyle Borsa, there's a lot of ways to describe him. Freak of nature would be one of them. Through my playing career, he could kind of do it all for us. He's fast, explosive, works harder than anybody in the weight room. You know, a fond memory of Kyle is that he actually caught my final touchdown pass, and it actually ended up being my last completion in university. So, you know, Borsa's a great football player, great guy off the field.
He's got good game tape from the previous years, and to be quite honest, Kyle just needs to test well. So at some point the CFL guys are going to get some testing on him. They're going to see him run, they're going to see him lift, they're going to see him jump, and he just needs to be really good in that. Kyle's very fast, he's a very athletic kid, and I'd be very surprised if his speed and his effort and his attitude combined with his old tape didn't get him an opportunity somewhere in the league.
It is harder without a season going into the draft. I think then it just comes down to more of a character thing than anything. You know, who are you when nobody's watching? Who are you when you're not accountable to anybody? Who are you when the future's uncertain? You know, you can't just give up because you don't know what your future holds.
Ready, hut.
there's a lot of getting creative, getting innovative. I know for me, I'm personally from a farm family, and we had a couple big tractor tires donated to us early on in COVID, and dig some of my dad's old weights out of the shed, and just tried to stay as fit as I could. For me personally, it's just a lot of how far can I push myself today? How much better can I get today? How many steps can I take today to personally better myself? Right, you got to keep working, you got to keep grinding. So it comes down to a lot more personality than I think playing ability, which is unfortunate for a lot of CFL coaches.
You just have to go day by day and make sure that when your number gets called, you're ready. So they keep lifting, they keep running, they just keep pushing it, and whenever the door opens, they've got to make sure that they're ready to go. And whether it closes or opens, you got to be ready when it's ready to go.
Play O-line, it's not really flashy, but I'm always just motivated to get out here and play football with the guys because it's a good time. I enjoy doing it. Like, I love this game. I wouldn't do it if I didn't. I just show up, do my job, and go home. Like, my actions speak for themselves.
Ready, punch.
Boom.
What can I work on? What are my weaknesses? Where can I take this? You know, so. I guess with so much uncertainty, it's really important to focus on the little things and just to stay motivated on those little things. At the end of the day, we're entering a business. You know, there's not going to be any coaches riding you to better yourself. It has to be you and you alone. So you have to be okay with that being a lonely road.
Yeah, I mean, you know, all the uncertainty of, you know, when the draft is or if there is a draft or anything like that is definitely kind of the toughest question, and just kind of, you know, just getting that motivation. If there's no games, just kind of getting the motivation looking ahead of next year and the draft and stuff like that. So it's kind of tough with no game film. It's not the same, but, you know, last year's film and games like that would be good. I'm more straightforward, just, you know, lifting and in the gym, kind of, you know, sending videos like that. But I mean, guys do get really creative, which is good. I wish I was a little more creative, but.
There you go. When I was back home in BC, my dad actually went and made me kind of like a home gym out of like concrete poured weights and a bunch of wooden, like he made a incline press and a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, it's pretty funny.
Whoa! Nelly.
Well, I guess the biggest thing for me is probably just staying in the weight room, getting as big and as fast as I can going into the combine, provided there's still a combine, of course. But and then I guess sending out tape of on-field workouts and that kind of thing, a few workouts in the gym or whatever it may be. But yeah, that's probably what my plan is going to be going forward.
It's kind of a difficult spot. The goal for me is to get healthy, but at the same time I got to be wary of what lies ahead, right? So I'm just trying to get healthy as fast as I can, and I feel like I'm going to be prepared, whatever does happen in the future. So I have lots of film, and I feel like pretty much any guy that's going to enter the draft, we all have film from previous years, right? So I guess it's, you know, taking the time to sit down and pull out plays and try and get it out to teams and stuff like that, right? And then with rehabbing the injury and getting ready on that front, you know, if I'm working hard to get back healthy again, hopefully that'll pay dividends.
Get in there, take some linebackers.
Why would we not stamp that? We should have stamped it. Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying.
I've been working out in the off season. I've showed that I've dedicated by getting the guys out to work. I'm always putting 100% effort in, getting my conditioning in and working out when I can.
So you got to come out here with the mindset of thinking of the CFL, of competing, and having that drive to just do the best you can and with the circumstances, and just try really, really hard and try to create that competitive atmosphere that you get in the season. Show up to every practice, you know, do what you got to do, work hard through every rep, every period, And also just make sure you're in the weight room doing everything you need to, especially with school like that. That's really important, and a lot of scouts look for that. And a lot of scouts, you know, they talk to the head coach and they talk to everyone like that. And if you're doing everything right, working hard, they'll tell them. And
yeah, it's going to be a challenge for sure, but I like to try to find the opportunity within the challenges. It might give me some more time to focus on some of my areas of weakness, as opposed to preparing for a team every week. I can, you know, try and look inwards and see what I have to work on to become a better prospect for the draft coming up.
As like a lot of guys on our team, like we're here trying to push to get better and just be at the top for games so that we can be at the top of the class for the CFL going forward. And I think that's like one of the big things of what we're trying to do and like what me personally am trying to do.
Yeah. So like, also if it's a 41 or 23, like most of the time, we're not gonna have enough guys sending someone from. I don't know, for me, I feel like football has been such a big part of my life for the past, I don't know, I guess almost 15 years now. I don't really need a whole lot else, even just getting back out here and being around with the guys and practicing, running through the motions of everything, you know. It's not the same, but definitely beats, I don't know, nothing. So I don't need a whole lot, I guess.
I think it's something that, you know, you just have to go out and prove. I don't think there's anything I can say or I can say, you know, come look at me do this. I think if I just put in the work, people are gonna notice either way, you know, judging by what happens on the field.
I'm just trying to play football as long as I can. I love it too much. So when you love the game like this, you just try and continue playing for as long as you can. So
step here to the post. Okay, I want my hips up underneath me, right? I want to have my hips under. I don't want to be bending from the waist and striking from here. Hips up.
My ultimate goal was always just to get drafted, play, have a long career, and I've worked hard from the get-go from when I was a little kid, and I've been working and striving, so that's my end goal.
See, it's about what they do in this non-playing year. If they sit back and don't take advantage of it to become bigger, faster, stronger, then the impact is going to be more substantial and maybe to a negative, you know, on the negative side. These young men are smart. They realize, okay, I'm going to make the most of this by working on the things I can work on and being ready to compete for a job when the opportunity comes.
Go. Oh, there you go, run with it. Oh, yeah, 12. There you go, 3-4.
Okay, good job. Hustle, bring it back.
Well, personally, I felt like my three seasons I've played, I haven't accomplished what I want to. So I definitely I wanted the season to be a really big season for me, which will have to be next year, of course. But with next year being my draft year, we'll kind of see how things play out. It's tough because I think end of the day, what really matters is your film, and I want to get my film better. So I got to do what I can, just working out, practicing, being the best version of myself in every way, you know. So yeah, it's been tough for sure. What comes to mind, everything that's going on, I think just staying committed to the grind and staying committed to the goals that most of us set playing football. You know, it's yeah, just all the athletic goals, just staying committed to that in the midst of everything we're doing. And there's way less structure and accountability these days, and so to be able to just be accountable and do them yourself, I think would be my best way of showing that like I'm committed to football, and these are where my goals are, and this is who I want to be and what I want to do. And
set, hut, right. There, good job, Kay.
Our DC and head coach have one of the most, if not the most, guys who have been entered into the CFL. So it's just honestly being invited into that group and continuing that tradition.
You know what? It's almost a certainty that Nick Cross is going to be a good pro. He's had a couple injuries, got to overcome, but he's an elite athlete. He has elite instinctual qualities. Like he just knows how to play the game.
Get out, Tyson!
Definitely physically, it slows down your development, I'd say, but on the mental side of things, you got to learn how to overcome adversity, and that's the biggest part of injuries, is learning how to pick yourself back up after you fall. So once again, like with all the resources we have out here, I'm with my training staff every week, and they're helping me get back on my feet, and that's all I can ask for, really.
Hey, Rocco.
So I know I'm capable already to make it to that next level. I just want to show that I am able to do that mentally as well, understand playbooks and schemes. I feel like that is a bigger part of it. Understanding the football IQ of things would really make you stand out. I want to bump up my football IQ so I can kind of just like play things out in my head before a snap happens and stuff, and be versatile on the field. I guess I've been known to play different positions, so I want to learn how to be dynamic still and continue that moving forward.
No one realizes the academic progress this kid's made. Like, he's raised his game in the classroom, and I'm trying to explain to Nick that this is just a parallel of who you are as an athlete. You're now learning to use the same skill sets you use to tackle and cover, to study and prepare and hand in, the right kind of assignments, and it's going to impact you positively.
Academically, you get put for the challenge in school and you understand what you have to do, and that translates also onto the field. So it just really creates this whole dynamic in your mindset of how you want to move yourself. I think you just got to be consistent with your lifestyle, show them that you can continue to go through school and continue to be there for your program, and let them realize that even though you go through some things that may push you back, that you can eventually get back to where you were before. So
great effort. You're seeing a maturity in Nick Cross that I'm very happy to be part of, and he's got a high ceiling both on and off the field. I'm excited to see how far that goes.
Birds on 3, 1, 2, 3. Birds.
Good job, guys.
I mean, I'm not too worried about being draft eligible or anything. My focus is just this team and winning games. But I mean, we have nothing to play for really right now, but just get better every day and have fun.
Okay, B-gap's open, so then you're...
I'd say probably the biggest challenge is honestly that there is no games to play, so it's just getting in all those mental reps, preparing film, preparing any type of practice drills that I can showcase myself, and then hoping that my past film speaks for itself. None of my daily routine had ever changed. I still worked out all the time. I took mental reps, I was watching film. There's nothing really else to it because there wasn't a whole lot we could do, essentially.
Come on, finish! Come on, finish, Jarrett! Finish!
It's more mentally challenging, and that's what football is. It's a mentally challenging sport. So this is where you have to dig deep and be mentally tough and overcome the bumps and adversity, and do your best.
Honestly, this looks exactly like every other football season.
I think it's an opportunity for them to grasp professionalism. Finding ways to make things work, doing what it takes to make it work, doing what it takes to be the best you can.
Everybody's in the same situation that you are, so you have to think that the other opponent is still trying to work better, work at their skills and get better, and those are the guys that you're going to be having to go against either when you're playing games or even to be drafted and make it to the next level. So you can't just feel sorry for yourself the way things are right now. You just have to keep trying to get better and just trying to be the best player you can be.
I think of a guy like Cole Adamson, who really magnified because he was slated to go to the East-West Bowl. Of course, that was canceled. But he was injured. He had surgery on his foot, and it was pretty severe. So even his film, from the 2019 season, is somewhat limited.
I would definitely work on just my overall aggressiveness and I guess my techniques. Footwork's a huge thing, especially as a defensive lineman. As size, you can't just play off being big and trying to get through the other players. You really have to work on your skills and be able to beat the man in front of you at the next level. guess just working on my fundamentals as much as possible throughout practice, especially just being violent, which has always been my sort of, I guess, lacking thing, which is definitely what you need to be in the next level, is being violent and very aggressive towards the ball.
Well, for me, I know that these are going to be my last few years of football, and so that just keeps me motivated that these are going to be my last times I can put on the pads and the helmet, and that I just want to make the most of my opportunity here. And I want to, set the bar high, because I got 2 younger brothers in the program, and I want them to be chasing a good body of work when my time's down here.
Continue to train, continue to just be a student of the game, because in my experience, working with the Bombers and working with kids that have gone to the next level is be super fast, be in shape, and know what you're supposed to do.
Wherever you want to put me, I'll play at, and I will put everything I have into it, because this is the game I love, and it's the game that I played ever since I was a kid, and I want to pursue my dreams of becoming a professional football player.
Oh yeah, you really think I would have done that? Not on purpose.
It kind of sucks that we don't have film, but can't let that stop me. I still have a lot that I have to work on skill individualized as a linebacker. But I feel like I put some nice film up from last season, so I think that'll help me out. Obviously, I want fresh film, but I'm kind of in a pretty decent position, I think. So just keep up, obviously, my work ethic, but just doing like extra stuff, off the field. Just working with my agent, sending him videos of me doing stuff, and then working with him. He'll send that out, and just keep showing that, I'm dedicated. Like, I want there to be a draft year, and I want to make it in the CFL. So
I think it's good to work on our technical skills and stuff, and it's good to keep guys like healthy and we're not injured and stuff. Because like during season, there's a lot of injuries, there's a lot of hard work, and like our roster kind of just, our numbers go down a little bit. So it's nice to get everyone healthy, fresh, and just work on their like technical things.
I'm coming off an injury right now, so for sure I can improve my mental game and my film study game, learn more about the plays that I know, like not even learn my position, learn other positions, because that would help on the field, learn where all the linemen's going because I'm the running back, just learn how the whole offense comes together instead of just my part.
Just look like this the entire time. Don't freeze up.
Don't
play it cool.
I enjoyed myself so much last year, coming from junior and finally being able to play at U Sports level. It was game changing. I can't wait to play against another team. Honestly, meditation. That's something that I did a lot through the whole quarantine. That's helped me stay focused on all that and helps me refocus on schoolwork because online classes.
Mentally, you have to be stronger, because I know some people, no games, they would be out of here, they would quit. So first off, it makes your mental game stronger, and it makes you polish everything. Since we have this many days to practice, like 12 months to practice or how many, we make sure to polish everything and come out on first game, make sure everything's crisp and to our best of our abilities.
I think the guys around me will motivate me. Like, if it was just a like individual sport, it'd be super hard to like come to practice every day and just, I don't know, slug it out and stuff. But all the guys around us are motivational and like they just keep you moving forward.
If I can, I want to go to the CFL. If I can, I want to go to the NFL. If not, I want to become a teacher or a firefighter. So make sure to keep school in the option, because school comes first. To make sure to keep up on your classes, because you never know when football can end. So.
If you have program ideas that you'd like to see on MaxTV Local, email us at max.local@sasktel.com.